Well, I keep saying this, that we are becoming more and more like Australia every single solitary day. And it's you guys' fault. It's you guys' fault. You guys that keep being in the damn news on the BS. Ruining it for us all. Ruining it for us all. And this next story is just, it's like, man, this is where this is going. I'm going to need you national presidents and stuff to step up. I'm going to need my OMGs to step up. I'm going to need my 1%ers to step up because they are destroying us with this social media stuff. They're destroying us with reputations. They're taking away our rights to gather, our rights to congregate, our rights to associate, our freedom of speech. They're taking away our rights to wear our colors wherever the hell we want, and it's your fault. And this is ridiculous. It's sickening. This next story, man, I was getting ready to get on and do a fun story about how the police have taken away Ferraris and stuff from a motorcycle club over in Turkey and Australia and stuff. And I was going to say we're getting more and more like Australia, but I get a call from Uncle Shaggy, 1%er this morning, right before I was about to come on the show. And we changed the whole topic because of this BS right here.
Seen one, Apple.
Yeah, man. Sheriff, quote unquote, concerns, denies 1%ers a venue, and this wasn't even a venue for 1%ers. It was a venue, a rally has been denied. Wait till we dig into this. This is it's ridiculous, man. Well, y'all better tighten up. Y'all better tighten up and fly right. I'll be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds with this horrendous story here of how the erosion of our rights are coming to a town near you by a local sheriff near you. Disgusting, man. Be right back, man. Thanks for tuning in since 2016.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, Reverend Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and the armed stripes for the prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kiss Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. And it's your boy Black Dragon from Black Dragon Biker TV with my host, the one, the only, the incomparable, the only Motorcycle Club Protocol show in the entire world to have our own doctor in the house.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Reverend Doctor?
Man.
Y'all notice he didn't say my name today, right? He just said doctor in the house.
I know your name. I'm not going to say lavish again. like I did yesterday.
What's going on, Black Dragon?
Oh my goodness, man! I'm so proud to have a doctor on my show. The only thing that could be better is if I had my own doctorship. That would.
The thing about having these titles and everything, you gotta make sure you stay who you are. To stay true to yourself.
You can just be you can just get a big old D and an R and period and just. I have my stuff on my chest.
I haven't used that title, and a friend of mine said, "Man, use that. Put that title in your signature." I said, "I don't want to." And then some gentleman,
how much did you pay for that school? 20, 30, 40, 50 grand?
I don't talk money.
Yeah, well, I'll talk it for you.
Listen, somebody hit me up, and they wanted to prove that they were, popular. So they put their initials, never done before. They put their initials behind their name. So I said, okay. So when I replied, I put all of my certification initials and everything behind it, and I sent it to them. And they replied. They said, all right, bro.
Yeah. Mine will just be Black Dragon BD.
I have 26, 27. 20, I'm going to say 26, a low number. 26 certifications. I've been doing this stuff for a long time, man.
Wow. So you could just PhD, RD, MRD, RD.
I didn't say degrees, certifications. I got
but they still put the certification behind their names like degrees. Yeah.
But a lot of the let's let everybody know, a lot of the certification, I've been in this industry for a long time. Of course, some of them certifications don't mean jack doo-doo anymore because they old. Nobody writes code in Unix. Nobody does that.
No, but
nobody does
that are left.
Nobody works on. I have a hardware certification. We don't build computers anymore like we used to, but I have it.
I used to build a computer every time I needed one, and
yes,
when I bought this one for the thousands of dollars I paid for it, when I spec'd it out like I was going to build one again, it's cheaper to just call Hewlett Packard up.
Now it is, yeah. We went from fixing printers and monitors to what they call? Remove and replace. I forgot the initial. Remove and replace. That's it. We ain't fixing nothing no more.
Look at Gary. That's so ugly, Gary.
Wow.
Remember Bill Cosby as a doctor also. That's so ugly. Wow. Why are my people so ugly like that on this show?
Taking on the chin. You taking on the chin.
He's an honorary doctor. He wasn't a doctor, and he's not a doctor anymore. They removed his doctorness from what was that university? It's in Philly.
And I forgot what it was. And they asked for their money back. He asked for his money back too.
Oh, did he?
Yes. If y'all gonna remove that from him, give me the money I donated back.
Did they give it to him? I wonder.
I don't know if they gave it to him though.
Temple University. Wasn't it Temple University?
I forget. I can look it up.
Man, this story here, it just blows. Okay. I got a call on this story first thing as soon as I got into here. And so I changed I changed the story, and that's why we're late. We're late for other reasons, other days, but that was why we were late this day. Here we go. This really blows here. So Pulaski County motorcycle rally was canceled this last weekend amid safety concerns sparking controversy. Mm-hmm. So let's just get this lit up. Safety concerns. It was canceled because of safety concerns. Mm-hmm. Now, who had the concerns? The people throwing the rally didn't have the concerns at all. So the Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup rally was scheduled to take place on June 20th through the 22nd. The Pulaski County Fort Leonard Wood Shrine Club. That's where it was going to be, at the Pulaski County Fort Leonard Wood Shrine Club. Man, the Wood Shrine Club is hardcore, man. When you look at that, that's where you want to throw an event. The event was canceled by the national level of the Shriners organization.
Canceled by the Masons.
Huh?
Shriners organization? Shriners are
Well, that's the national level. The local level was trying to throw it. But the the real story here is that somebody contacted the nationals and put pressure on them, and they caved and made this thing close, took it out of the locals' hands. That's the real story behind this. And the real culprit behind this, it seems, may be throwing a rock and hiding his hand. So we will get right on it. We got this reporter here. Let's hear what she has to say as we dig into this action.
A recent motorcycle rally cancellation sparks controversy in Pulaski County. KRCG 13's Sarah Cummings spoke to the county sheriff about why he felt he could not support the event.
My priority is the citizens of this county, keeping them safe.
The Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup rally.
So there we go. Just starting off. My priority is the citizens of this county and keeping them safe. You can hear the BS, the Australian bull corn. Get to bulling. Here it goes.
My priority is the citizens of this county, keeping them safe.
The Mid-Missouri Route 66.
So how do bikers going to the rally how is that not safe? How does that,
in his opinion,
how does that conflict with your priority of keeping the citizens safe? Wait till you hear this, man. It's not because of anything anybody did. It's because of safety, quote unquote, concerns. Here we go.
He could not support the event.
My priority is the citizens of this county, keeping them safe.
The Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup rally was scheduled to take place June 20th through June 22nd at
Look
the
at that
Pulaski
nice place.
County Fort Leonard Wood Shrine Club.
I didn't shut the rally down. I just didn't support it.
The general manager with the
Oh, I didn't shut the rally down. I just didn't support it. Bro, like we would rally without your support. We don't need you to support the rally for us to come to the rally. You don't even have to come. We don't even need to see you at. We don't need to see you. Isn't that quaint? I didn't shut the rally down. I just didn't support it. That's so quaint. I like that. It was beautiful. You see this wonderful place they have here? Look at that. This is the place to have a rally, bro. They got all the cowboy looking stuff that looks like Fort Washita or Fort Sill someplace, bro. That's a one of them cowboy movies or something. It was beautiful. And
you see that comment? You see that comment from Mario Smith? You say he shut it down.
I don't have my comments up. Hold on. What time?
Just now. 10:59 your time.
I don't. Oh, here he is. He shut the rally down. I live down the street from the rally. He shut it down.
I put that in. I know you're gonna keep going with the video, but I had to put that in there because he just contradict with the
He shut it down. Shut it down. I live down the street from the rally. He shut it down.
That's what shut it down. Right.
You know something? I don't know. That's just what we were thinking. We don't live down the street from the rally, but it was acting real suspect to me, if you ask me. Let's continue.
20th through June 22nd at the Pulaski County Fort Leonard Wood Shrine Club.
I didn't shut the rally down. I just didn't support it.
The general manager of the Pulaski County Club says the decision to cancel the event was made by the hierarchy above him and was due in part to planning issues and rumors surrounding the event.
So what Uncle Shaggy told me, and hopefully we're going to get him on the show, and maybe some guys from Incom, because there's a little more to this. But Uncle Shaggy told me that when pressure was put on the locals and they said pack sand, then pressure was put on the nationals. So you can theoretically say the nationals shut it down, but really, our person here at 10:59 told us, Mario Smith told us, he shut the rally down. I live down the street from the rally. He shut the rally down. Come on, stop playing. But it was cute the way he did. Look at this place, man. Look at this place. Damn, I want to go to the rally there, man. Look at that place. Oh my God, is that a lake over there?
Now, the thing is, have they, who said that he lived down the street from the rally? Is this the first time they did the rally, or have they had it before?
That would be interesting to know.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think we're going to find out here in the story. Action. People get mad at me for cutting the story off, but I want to talk, man. Dang. Here we go.
Made by the hierarchy above him and was due in part to planning issues and rumors surrounding the event. The Pulaski County Sheriff says safety was his main concern.
We've had several incidents in this area. Just last year, there was a shooting then between two motorcycle clubs, and then 4 or 5 months later, a clubhouse burns down.
The sheriff
What's
says
that
he
got to do with
received
that?
information about the rally, including so-called 1% motorcycle clubs known for criminal activity coming to the area.
I was very concerned of what might happen. It was not about bikers. I ride a bike myself. It was not about the military clubs.
A statement on the rally's Facebook page says the group feels the event was canceled due to sabotage, jealousy, and lies. KRCG 13 reached out to the group for comment and did not hear back. The sheriff says information he received throughout this process led to another development.
It also opened up the door to reopening the arson investigation.
Resuming the investigation of a fire involving the Wingman Motorcycle Club's clubhouse in 2024.
We're already digging into it, and we've already got leads. So we'll find them, and we will hold them responsible.
Yeah, what are the
Pulaski
leads?
County, Sarah Cummings.
All right, so let's go back through this. They reached out to the event organizers, and they didn't hear anything back. That's because you're not a biker news channel. Dirtbag. I bet we hear back from them. Here, man, look at this.
Says the group feels the event was canceled due to sabotage, jealousy, and lies.
What else do you need to hear from them?
He said he probably got kicked out of one of the clubs. He probably couldn't make any one in the club. So,
well, I've heard a little bit about his background. I can't say right now. I have to have some folks in there. 100 degrees hitting today with over 70%. Man, play the damn video and stop all the side conversations. See what I mean? They get mad at me when I don't play the video. Hey, man, we put the link to the video. If you want to go see it, go see it. I'm talking. My show. Look at this. It looks like motorcycles have been here before. All right. So let's look at this paperwork that we have. First of all, we're going to go here to the Facebook page. This is the Facebook page of the I just had it. Is this it? Oh my goodness. What's the Facebook page? How did I get off of it? We just had it up. Here it is. Yeah, action. So here's the Facebook page. This is the Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup. Look at this. June 2020 through the 22nd, Buckhorn, Missouri. The official page of the Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup in Pulaski County. It's going to be 3 days of bikes, music, wild contests, just all sorts of things going on. Amazing food, more than 50 acres. Look at that. 50 acres with primitive RV and tent camping. I told you that place was nice. Welcome to the Wild West party in mid-Missouri. That did not happen. I don't know how many times they've done it before, but in this letter, they said here, with heavy hearts, we regret to inform you that the rally is canceled as of today. The rally committee put our hearts and souls into the concept, planning, and execution of this event. We were primed and ready to deliver a new take on a tired concept, the motorcycle rally. In this area, we have 2 such rallies already. One that won't fade away despite its death rattle the last few years ago. And another that is ran by city officials and is a mockery of our culture. Our rally was supposed to be for bikers, ran by bikers. It was supposed to bring back the spirit of our culture, our freedom, motorcycles, loose women, come on now, and having a badass fucking party. That's what we were trying to do, but local motorcycle clubs came together, not through a hierarchy of some perceived caste system made up by authorities that watch too much television, but through mutual love for the culture. Our plan was to throw a public event to raise money for local veterans and to show our love for the community in Route 66, the highway. If you've ever ridden across America on Route 66, you'll understand. We wanted to give back to other brothers in arms who struggle in our own community, veterans like you, and kind of the Air Force. I call it Air Force veterans, but okay, veterans like us. They want to give back to us, but no. So how did we end up here? Right here, sabotage and jealousy. The fallacy that all bikers and motorcycle clubs are criminal and up to no good. The event venue caved in pressure from authorities. Our sponsors were scared away by slander and lies. Some of our vendors pulled out for similar reasons. So here we are 2 weeks away with no venue, no sponsors, and vendors pulling out. Sadly, we have to concede to the haters, but don't confuse this and think we will go quietly or silently. Here's a big
quietly in the night.
Here's a big fucking middle finger to you, and be ready for next year's party. You held us down, but you're not ruining us. Vendors, your spokesperson that took your money for the event will be reaching out to you in the coming days to refund your deposits. For those that stayed with us, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup Committee. What more did they need to say? Look at this here. This shows, you know what this is? This is a picture from a long time ago. We will not serve chopper motorcyclists or groups flying colors. We've been going through this BS for a long time, my friends. Wow.
Law enforcement, and I saw some hellfire. I'm gonna have Black Dragon read your text, but law enforcement, and I know we got some law enforcement on here, uses that same commentary for everything. We fear for our life. Well, it's the public safety, and they use that because they know that plays on the sympathy either of the court or other concerned people that have no clue on what's going on. Police are there to serve and protect. If you have a rally coming and you have every blue moon, you have incidents, then have the people out there. Somebody said they just didn't want to do their job. Oh yeah, pretty much.
Man, this is
and then and like we said before, to connect other instances to this rally is, that's just trying to add fuel to a fire that.
Now, Tom McElroy said the best way to do these anymore is on private property. If you're able, check out the Freedom Rally in Algona, Iowa. Don't
that
give
was
up.
Private property.
It'll be. You think it was? Probably.
If that belonged to the Shriners, that was private property.
Yeah, right. And so they didn't have to cancel. So the sheriff is technically right. He didn't cancel it. He just put pressure on them, or he just didn't, as he said.
I'm going with our viewer. He canceled it. Going with the viewer. Yeah, he did.
Here we are.
I live down the street. Yeah, he did.
Is this the same story?
I believe so. That's the one you started with.
Okay, well, this is where I got it from. Is it the same story? Yeah, I guess it is. All right. So, he said, I didn't shut the rally down. I didn't support it. Ultimately, the national level with the Shriners organization decided to cancel the rally. George Valentin, the general manager with the Pulaski County Shrine Club, said he was not part of the decision. So the local guy, the general manager, said he was not part of the decision, but said there were planning issues and rumors surrounding the event. Ball said safety was his main concern. The sheriff said that. We've had several incidents in the area, which has what to do with that. Just last year, there was a shooting between two motorcycle clubs, and then 4 or 5 months later, the clubhouse burns down. To me, that's not a coincidence. That's retaliation. But you haven't conducted the investigation yet. You're reopening the investigation. So to me, that's not a coincidence, but it could very well be a damn coincidence. You don't know that it ain't. is like the Minority Report. Do you remember that show, the Minority
Yeah,
Report?
yeah. Mm-hmm. The
Where
movie
they swooped in. Yeah, the movie. They swooped in to take your ass to prison.
had the precogs, the precogs that saw the incident happening in the future.
And rushed in and took your butt to jail before it even happened.
You're like, what the heck? Because
This is
I
great.
felt that this might happen again.
Ball said he received information about the rally. Okay, so let's. He said there was no law enforcement. So he actually put out a statement. Let's. I've got his statement that he put out, and then I've got a
I
statement.
want you to read Hellfire Steve Hill's comment too.
Okay. No. Hold on one second. You know why he calls himself Hellfighter, right?
No. What's up, Lavish?
Because he's a preacher, just like you.
Heat.
Oh, he's a preacher. It's hot out there, man. Yeah, you darn near naked.
Very hot.
Look at him.
You don't got your AC don't work out?
No, I got the AC on. I got to jump out and get in other cars that don't run, and the windows, been up. It's hot, and it's crazy. Then I gotta go pull up to people's houses and jump out with this wife beater on, and half my body got muscles, and the other half, the muscles don't went away.
You do know. Telling somebody that lives down here in Texas that it's hot up there, up north, that doesn't even. I'm like, okay,
that ain't hot, man. Stop trying.
The difference, man, between
it's 80 degrees. That's how hot it is. It's 80 degrees. That's it.
You know the difference between your heat and our heat, man. That kills us is the humidity here.
Yeah.
That's when I go to California.
There's no more humidity there than here in Georgia.
Yeah, they up there by the Finger Lakes. Yes, they are.
Listen, man, I'm talking to logic, man. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to me either with that BS.
I was in California, in LA.
Hold on. Before we get off, let's finish the story out for our people. Good morning there, Gil Soares. Appreciate you. Thank you for that beautiful donation. I want to read this statement that came from the public safety, the sheriff's public statement from Sheriff Stacy L. Ball concerning the cancellation of the Mid-Missouri Route 66 rally. So this is his statement. First and foremost, I want to thank the many veterans whose motorcycle rally I destroyed, but he didn't say that. First of all, I want to thank the many veterans, motorcycle riders, and community members who have reached out regarding the recent cancellation of the Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup rally. So he's catching it. People are pretty pissed off about this. As a fellow veteran and longtime supporter of veteran-based motorcycle clubs, I want to make something very clear. The decision is not about bikes, nor is it a condemnation of motorcycle clubs that give back to their communities that is being portrayed on other posts. Well, it's absolutely about bikes. I have personally ridden in benefit events hosted by the Wingmen Motorcycle Club and have been welcomed at open houses by local veteran clubs in the years past. As the sheriff, or after this, I probably won't get any invites to any MC open houses. But it's okay. That's okay. Because I respect the spirit of brotherhood, service, and patriotism that many of these veteran clubs represent. However, the rally in question raised serious public safety concerns that could not be ignored. Let me be absolutely honest. I fully support the decision that these organizations, national level, took to cancel this event. I fully support this decision that this organization's national level took to cancel the event. No, not because I oppose motorcycle rallies, but because I have a duty to protect every single person living in or entering Pulaski County, including those in attendance. This rally turned into something completely different than what was originally proposed, and that is the unfortunate part of this. This event, as proposed, involved no communication with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office. At no point were we contacted to discuss logistics, safety, or emergency planning. That's not just a misstep, that's a liability. Events of this scale require coordination with law enforcement to ensure the safety of all involved, especially when large gatherings are expected to include groups with a history of violence. So if there wasn't going to be groups with a history of violence there, but since there are, we got issues. I've received credible intelligence from multiple law enforcement partners, including state and federal agencies, indicating that this rally was being promoted to members of the Confederation of Clubs. Now, this is where it's ugly, because motorcycle clubs like ours belong to COCs. I know the Black Sabbath does all across the country. COCs are something like it. And there ain't nothing outlaw or illegal about 90% of the clubs that belong to the COC. So this rally was being promoted to members of the Confederation of Clubs and various 1% outlaw motorcycle gangs. So are we saying that the COC is some kind of way bad? The Confederation of Clubs promoted to members of the Confederation of Clubs? Most motorcycle clubs in an area belong to some damn kind of confederation. In Texas, there used to be the chain. In Georgia, there's the counts. They're all over the place. Every place that I motorcycle in a club, every place I've taken my club. He said, these are not harmless hobbyists. This is the first time I have ever heard a sheriff call the Confederation of Clubs not harmless hobbyists. These are organizations with well-documented ties to organized crime, territorial violence, drug trafficking, and in some cases, ongoing investigations in our state. The COC, he just put the COC on the level of criminal gangs? The COC. Preacher, don't you deal with the COC?
No.
You have to. You're in Texas. You're a motorcycle ministry that ministers to all motorcycle clubs.
But I haven't had dealings with them as of yet. I've dealt with the chain.
Same kind of organization.
Okay. Yeah.
Set up for the black clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Sabbath came into the COC in Texas. That's how we got to Texas, through the COC. This is ridiculous. Just last year, right here in Pulaski County, a violent incident occurred involving the Wingmen Motorcycle Club and Sin City Disciples Motorcycle Club in a high-traffic area by civilians. 4 individuals were actually hospitalized, he said. Not long after, the Wingmen Motorcycle Clubhouse was burned down. Actually, I read that wrong. The Wingmen is supposed to be apostrophe S. The Wingmen's Clubhouse was burned down. That wasn't just a coincidence. That wasn't just coincidence, he said. I'm reopening this investigation to identify and hold accountable those responsible for burning the Wingmen Clubhouse down and the shooting prior to. Why are you reopening that investigation? Why wasn't it an ongoing investigation that was open this whole time? Now that everybody's mad at you and now that everybody's pissed off, we're going to find a convenient reason to reopen the investigation? Not that the investigation shouldn't be reopened, but now you're opening the investigation? If it was such a priority, why was it ever closed? Just last year, okay, so we read that. This isn't about image. It's about operational readiness. Like, how long does it take you to get ready? The thing was happening, like, when you found out about it, why not just assign some police officers there? What major planning needed to happen? If there was an emergency tomorrow, you need a plan? You guys are supposed to be training at all times. You're supposed to be ready for this. This isn't about image. It's about operational readiness. My office and our neighboring law enforcement agencies simply do not have the resources to manage a large influx of OMGs who may be hostile to one another in a public high-traffic area surrounded by civilians. And you know what? Where does the sheriff get that BS from? Us. You can't throw out New Mexico. where you had all those civilians and stuff walking around and folks was just shooting it out on the broad daylight. Our own bad behavior has us right here. It's not like the sheriff is just pulling it straight out of his ass, although that's what it sounds like. There's stuff he can reach over and say, well, no, hold on now. And they won't let that rally back over there in New Mexico either. It ain't come back yet.
I thought he was opening up this year.
No. The bars opened up their version of the rally, which was poorly attended.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like he's just pulling it straight out of the sheriff toilet bowl. He said, we got an area that could be, it could have a whole bunch of OMGs that ain't getting along with one another. It's not like we won't shoot it out in a public area in front of civilians. It's not like we won't attack each other in a what do they call them things? Casino out in Las Vegas or Laughlin, Nevada somewhere, with women and children and stuff walking around. It's not like we won't shoot a place like that up. It's not like we won't go to a Twin Peaks restaurant and act a fool. He's not just like completely out in left field. That's when they hate me, when I be telling both sides of the story. So he says, we don't have the resources to manage a large influx of OMGs who may be hostile to one another in a public high traffic area surrounded by civilians. In his opinion, the risk far outweighed the reward in this situation. The reward being donations and stuff given to veterans, disabled veterans, and money being made by vendors and everybody around. By contrast, other local rallies like the Mid-American Freedom Rally and other events at the Shrine Club are successful because they are planned in full cooperation with law enforcement. Now, planning with law enforcement and having full cooperation of law enforcement are two damn different things. Had this been the American Red Cross of volunteers, they would have said, sure, we'll be there. But since it's motorcycle clubs, you might be trying to plan, but you might not get the full cooperation in your planning with law enforcement. So you got to watch the wording real closely here. Planning and full cooperation sounds like your event ain't happening. Like this one didn't happen. Although they probably would have had a better chance, but they know next year. For next year, they know. They got you next year. We're gonna submit all of our paperwork. We're gonna submit all of our permits and stuff, and we're gonna plan with you. Whether or not you'll get full cooperation with law enforcement is another question. He said there's trust, transparency, and shared responsibility when you plan with full cooperation of law enforcement. But if you don't have the full cooperation of law enforcement, is there trust, transparency, or shared responsibility? Or is there a secret call to your national organization that gets you shut down by a bunch of people that don't know anything about bikers or how we get down? He said this trust, transparency, and shared responsibility was completely absent in this case. Moving forward, if organizers wish to revisit this event for the future, my door is open. You can come and prostrate yourself on the ground before me and beg. You knaves. Beg, you outlaws. Beg, you Robin Hoods. You can beg for my approval. My door is open. But it starts with a conversation.
He wants some money.
Well, he might need some money for his extra officers that he has to hire or make work overtime. When they say we don't have the resources, that's normally what that means. You're gonna pay. But it starts with a conversation, he says. We need open communication, detailed planning, and a mutual commitment to safety, not secrecy, he says. So for the government, it's secret if you and your boys want to get over and have a thing. And no, we don't want your license plate readers and your guys over here taking pictures of everybody's license plate. You're being secret. That's secret. The sheriff goes on to say, I understand that emotions are running high and that some individuals are upset. No, we're all upset. My job is to protect Pulaski County, and I will not compromise public safety. no matter how unpopular that makes me in certain circles, put the blame on me as the sheriff for the cancellation, even though earlier he said he didn't cancel it. But in this letter, an afterthought, he said, put the blame on me. And that was a stand-up thing to do, because from all accounts we've heard this morning, the blame is on him. So he says it right here. It's my first time actually reading this. Put the blame on me as sheriff for the cancellation. My concern is for the safety of all, and I will not make exceptions for any person or group. So put the blame on him is what he said.
Put the blame on me.
He meant that. Now, there has been a statement. This is a statement counter to the statement he made. And it really is going to have to do with, I haven't read it yet, but I know that it's going to have to do with the previous part where he said right here, because I can see who wrote it, where he says right here, members of the Confederation of Clubs and various 1% outlaw motorcycle gangs. He said them are not harmless hobbyists. They are organizations with well-documented ties to organized crime. And to say that about the COC is, well, it's not right. And it's not true. Right. So let's see what they say. The National Council of Clubs, the National Coalition of Motorcyclists, the National Coalition of Informed Riders, the Motorcycling Profile Project, the Confederation of Clubs, Missouri, and the Motorcycle Riders Foundation, collectively representing the legitimate interests of hundreds of thousands of motorcyclists and motorcycle clubs nationwide, is highly concerned to the point of legitimate outrage relating to recent defamatory public statement, released by Pulaski County Sheriff Stacy L. Ball, relating to the unconstitutional and illegal cancellation of the Mid-Missouri Route 66 Roundup rally. Although Sheriff Ball makes a veiled attempt to separate law enforcement from the decision to cancel the event and passes the blame to the local Shriners hosting the event, the facts and plain language of Sheriff Ball's statement clearly establishes legitimate legal claims of torturous interference. I have to look up torturous. I don't. Tort is a contract. So I think what they're saying is torturous interference. I think what they're saying is he interfered with their contracts or something. Torts are one of the first things you learn in law school, torts and contracts. So that's what I think this is saying. We'll see. State agent discrimination against a First Amendment protected community and defamation against organizations deemed legitimate and protected by the federal government. Indeed, the Motorcycle Profiling Project has been memorialized in federal legislation specifically addressing the issue of motorcycle profiling, which is exactly what this is. Sheriff Ball claims the department has received credible intelligence from multiple law enforcement partners, including state and federal agencies, indicating that this rally was being promoted to members of the Confederation of Clubs, the COC, and various 1% outlaw motorcycle gangs. These are not harmless hobbyists. These are organizations with well-documented ties to organized crime, territorial violence, drug trafficking, and in some cases, ongoing investigations in our state. The Confederation of Clubs and COCs exists nationwide for the specific purpose of protecting motorcycle clubs and their members against government overreach and discrimination. That's what the COC is for. That's what ABATE is for. That's what these organizations are for, which is why you should be joining them. So to have them tied by a sheriff to organized crime is almost like the government going after these clubs that are these organizations that are meant to protect us from government overreach and discrimination. Spanning decades, no COC has ever been indicted for criminal activity in the entirety of their existence. In fact, in 2018, the highly qualified expert witness, Agent Shuster of the FBI, made very clear under oath that the COCs are legitimate political organizations focused on motorcycle rights. Sheriff Ball's claims are untrue, discriminatory, I would say defamatory, and based on absolutely no tangible evidence, certainly none that he articulated. The sheriff's actions are also violate club members and COC members' fundamental liberty interests in their freedom to associate. Furthermore, Sheriff Ball suggests that coordination with law enforcement is a prerequisite to allowing an event protected by the First Amendment. I said that. I correctly said that. This demonstrates the sheriff's ignorance and hubris in terms of constitutional law. I wonder what hubris means. I got to look that up too. The communication is an attempt to exhaust remedy and allow the Pulaski Sheriff's Department an opportunity. Okay, this communication is an attempt to exhaust remedy and allow the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department an opportunity to retract these false and discriminatory statements and cease and desist interference in any First Amendment protected event or assembly involving COCs and even 1% motorcycle clubs. Failure to meet these terms will likely result in extensive legal action against Sheriff Ball and the department to protect the interests of the COCs and motorcycle clubs in Pulaski County. So here is the glove, the gauntlet being thrown down. We are giving you guys this communication. Oh, gee, what just happened?
Who's that?
We're giving you guys this communication in order to, so a lot of times in law, the first thing you have to do is give somebody like a written demand that they cease and desist, like before you can take them to court. That's what this sounds like. This communication is an attempt to exhaust remedy and allow the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department an opportunity to, first of all, to retract these false and discriminatory statements, especially against the COC, which they have said the COC has never in its history been indicted for any crime. So for you to say that they have what they say, well-documented ties to organized crime, but they've never been indicted in their whole entire history. So where are the well-documented ties to organized crime? Where is the COC's documented ties to territorial violence? Where is the COC's documented ties to drug trafficking? And in what cases is the COC being investigated ongoing in this state? That's a whole lot to put out about the COCs if none of that is true.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can be legally responsible, for that. So that this communication gives you a chance, first of all, to retract these false and discriminatory statements. And that'll be hard for a sheriff to do, to actually retract that and say, I was wrong. There'll be a whole lot of ego in trying to take something like that back. And also, we're giving you an opportunity to cease and desist interference in any First Amendment protected event or assembly involving the COCs and even 1% motorcycle clubs, which brings the question, can you shut down my event, my First Amendment freedom of speech protected event, because you say that you don't have the resources to provide us safety? Does the safety of the town or the area trump the right of gathering? And we have seen in many protests across the country where they've shut down entire cities, people were not able to be stopped from gathering, although certain things have been put in place like curfews and things like that. Very interesting. Failure to meet these terms. Okay, and then also interference in any First Amendment protected event or assembly involving COCs and even 1% motorcycle clubs. So you can't even in America, like they're doing in Australia, you can't even in America, although he did it, you can't even in America say you're a 1% motorcycle club and you can't come here, although that's what happened. And he said, blame it on me. So he did it. Failure to meet these terms will likely result in extensive legal action against Sheriff Ball and the department to protect the interest of COCs and motorcycle clubs in Pulaski County. And the reason they're getting this out to shows like mine is that we have a huge following that will absolutely take action in this in the form of letters, donations, et cetera, et cetera. In Sheriff's own words, look at this. Put the blame on me as the sheriff for the cancellation. Maybe he should have run this to his attorney before he wrote all this. Put the blame on me as sheriff for the cancellation. We will certainly take you at your word, they said. With deep concern, Patrick McGrath, president of the National Coalition of Clubs, Thomas Moran, chairman of the Missouri Confederation of Clubs, David Devereaux, director of the Motorcycle Profiling Project, Joseph Lester, executive director of the National Coalition of Motorcyclists, Kurt Willard, president of the Motorcycle Riders Foundation, and Jim Barr, director of the National Council of Informed Riders. And there you have it. They're striking back, friends. They're not taking this one. Are y'all there?
I'm here.
He needs to replace. Yeah, so Alton Burleson said he needs to be replaced. He can't handle it. Scared, thinking something bad will happen without taking the chance. Give them a chance. If something goes down, then say they can't do it again. We allow Muslims to get permits for their events. They have stated their ideas to change America. Nobody's stopping them. Redbone Unincorporated says 1%ers are F-tards.
What? What? F-tards.
F-tards. Kitty said, yeah, the what ifs can't control events. They did. That sheriff needs removed.
You know, it's crazy that when we I like that what Jay before Jay1 said that right there. You got it on the screen.
Does the sheriff feel the same about the AMA, that in essence is also a type of COC and has clubs under their envelope? I think if the AMA had been part of it, he would have
added them into it.
The sheriff is anti-freedom. Yeah, Kitty, hit the likes for Black Dragon, you guys. Hit that like button, says Anthony. Yeah, hit that like for me.
Yeah, we have last time I checked, we had 150 watching, only 34 likes. Come on, guys.
Looks like we've got 163 watching now. 163 with these likes, man. I can't with these folks, man. I just can't. They're just so stingy with the likes. No club tells their brothers to commit crimes. If you do commit crimes, take your vest off, stand on your beliefs without involving your club. You're in an OMG. You should be able to handle your own business. Boy, if only more did that. This reminds me of the charity ride that they shut down because it had 1% riders in it. You mean the one in Australia that we covered? Wonder if this will be more common. Yeah, in Australia, they just walked up to the group and said, hey, if you got 1%ers riding in this, we're shutting the whole thing down. If you tell them to go home, we'll let you ride. If protecting the uninformed public is the reason, every place that serves alcohol has to stop serving at 6 p.m. Oh, don't be talking no common sense now. The sheriff's hubris is not going to allow him to retract, apologize his defamation. I got to look up this hubris term. I don't know what hubris means. Do you?
No.
I don't.
Hubris.
Yeah, hubris.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. There are two definitions we need to look up. Hubris. Definite. Hubris meaning, here it is. Excessive pride or self-confidence. This self-assured hubris among economists was shaken in the late 1980s. It sure was. What does it mean if someone has hubris? They're arrogant. Extreme or excessive pride or dangerous overconfidence and complacency, often in combination with other synonyms So it means he's arrogant. So and when he said blame me, yeah, that might not have been. You might maybe should have run that through your city council, city's attorney or something
Right,
before you went
right,
there.
right.
But your hubris puts you out there in a situation where the other definition we wanted to look up was tortuous, tortuous,
Tortious.
tortuous, tortuous,
Tortious.
constituting a tort, wrongful. So tortuous means wrongful. Okay. This does not make the act torturous. What is an example of torturous conduct? For example, striking someone in a fight would be considered an intentional act that would fall under the tort of battery, whereas accidentally hitting another person would not qualify as intentional, no, and therefore it wouldn't. So what is a tort then? What is a tort? Tort definition. A wrongful act or infringement of a right other than under contract, leading to civil legal liability. This is all very interesting. What is a tort in simple terms? In common parlance, the tort is an injury or wrong independent of implied contract, as by assault, libel, malicious prosecution, which I think maybe that's what that might be. Negligent, slander, another one, trespass or seduction. The term tort is a French in origin, which is a synonym to wrong in the English version. So you did a person wrong.
You did somebody a tort.
You did somebody a tort.
Use that in a sentence 5 times.
Don't tort me. I'm going to sue your ass for that tort. The world is full of it, especially in June.
He read so much I forgot my other questions.
Okay, man, an hour on this story. I think that's pretty good. Let's get over here real quick. Thank you, Gil Soares, for that beautiful donation. And you guys can all donate by hitting that super chat. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, consider getting my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101 on Amazon, Kindle, and of course at blackdragonsgear.com. The Freedom Rally in Algona is held at a campground owned by Abate of Iowa. Oh, Abate owns its own campground? That's cool. The Des Moines Bike Show and swap meet was a great get-together in the middle of the winter. Now it's gone. Hey, you told me you wanted me to read something from Hellfighter Steve.
I forgot. It's 11 o'clock, 11:05 your time. I think.
You know why Hellfighter calls himself Hellfighter Steve Hill? He's a preacher like you. We deal with this often in the motorcycle community. Law enforcement has shut down the Des Moines Motorcycle Show and swap meet. They are holding it in Nebraska 3 hours away from Des Moines because the police shut it down. Wow. That's absolutely horrible.
Normally back in the day, a long time ago, police don't shut anything down until something happens.
Now we're
this
playing Minority Report.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this before we get out of here. Diamond and Hill Social Clubs presents the Bikini Bike and Car Wash. It's going to be August 16th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., 593 Springfield Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. Contact any Diamond and Hills member for more information. The Cycle Kings want you to understand that their bike night happens here in Atlanta every Wednesday down at 5410 Jonesboro Road, Lake City, Georgia. The guy that I'm on the record with, El Demonio, along with Snoop Dogg, he's being considered for the Artist of the Year. Yeah, I'm on a song that's being considered by the guy who's Artist of the Year for his number one song, certified by iTunes, Diamond on My Heart, and others. Look at this. He's got a few number one songs on here. So he's going to be at the 2025 Josie Music Awards at the Grand Ole Opry. I've never been there. I'm going to try to go there November 2nd. I'm going to try to be there with him. Ricky Gatson, Lestrina Flores presents the 23rd annual Old Timers Young Timers Roundup honoring Vicky Gatson and Spider of the Jayhawkers Motorcycle Club. This is Saturday, September 27th, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 109 North 6th Street, Camden, New Jersey, 08102. There will be music, games, People's Choice Sound Competition, Furthest Distance Club, 50-50 raffle, Most Represented Club. Mark your calendars, folks. Now, this is one I got last night. Unforgotten Motorcycle Club. First annual motorcycle rodeo. It's going to be Saturday, June 28th at 10 a.m. It's $10 an entry. The games are $10. Let the games begin. There will be the slow race, the weenie bite, where your woman stands up on the back of your motorcycle and you drive as slow as you can.
I've seen that.
And the one who gets the most weenie in her mouth wins. But you got to drive slow enough to be able to stand up and not fall off the bike.
Not just drive slow. The ones I saw drive slow in grass.
Yeah, and come damn near to a complete stop. And she can't use her hands. Her hands have to be behind her.
Man,
As she grabs the weenie with her mouth.
Man.
You seen that before?
Huh?
You seen that before?
I seen it before, man. I can't even rock with a chick. Not one of my chicks that do that shit, man.
It's got the unforgotten.
It's fun.
For me to watch everybody else do it, man. But I have a huge fit if my chick or a chick I was involved with was doing that kind of stuff, man.
Well, she be doing it with you though.
Yeah, you're riding a motorcycle. She's on the back.
Hey, man, she can't do that shit publicly, man. I don't even want her to have the thought to even be having somebody else thinking about, oh, wow, what if that was me? The way she had her mouth open.
I agree. There's certain things you don't do.
No, man. I don't even like Mark. Listen, a woman of mine can't even be doing all that provocative dancing out in public.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, I want a good girl at home. I want to go look at the bad girls and the strippers and stuff, but I want a good girl at home. Unforgotten Motorcycle Club house is at 3030 Maybridge Road, and I don't know where this is. I think this is in West Tennessee somewhere. Unforgotten Motorcycle Club is in West Tennessee. I don't know where in West Tennessee. When you guys send me this stuff, make sure that I have your whole address and city and stuff. But if you guys know where this is, it's 3030 Maybridge Road out there. Preacher, look and see if you can find that address and what city it might be in. We got this last night from Next Level Motorcycle Club. They're going to do a casino bus trip to Biloxi, Mississippi from out of here. This is Next Level Motorcycle Club here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the president is laid up. He just had hip surgery. I think they gave him a new hip or a new knee. I think it was a new hip. And he sent me them nasty pictures, man. Oh, my God. I could just see all his blood vessels and stuff. No. But anyway, hey, brother, I hope you get well soon. Next Level Motorcycle Club, Atlanta, Georgia. Overnight stay with 3 casino runs. Departs Atlanta, Georgia, Friday night, July 11, 2025. Departure time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Departure location will be Wesley Chapel Crossing Plaza across from the Home Depot near Chipotle. You go get on this big old bus and have fun while they drive you there, and maybe it has drinks on it and all kinds of stuff. This is one of those nice buses like Lavish wants for his new RV. It's going to be at the Host Hotel Spark by Hilton Biloxi. 2 casinos Saturday and 1 casino Sunday. So you're going to go casino hopping. You depart Biloxi, Mississippi, Sunday, July 13th at 2025. $2 p.m. 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time. $243. Is that for 2 people, or is that $243 a piece? I guess, and $360 if you're going by yourself. Non-refundable deposit $50 due at time of reservation. Did it just really turn that off? Wow, I don't know how that happened. Oh, no wonder Mike Ball took over. What's up, Mike? I was like, what the hell's going on? Of course, Mike Ball. Hey, Mike, what's up?
We just rated you.
Yeah, you just rated me. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So there's non-refundable deposit, $50 due at the time of reservation. The balance is due no later than June 30th, 2025. Cancellation by Next Level MC of Atlanta will result in full refund of amount. So if you pay your deposit and everything, but if Next Level has to cancel, then you get all your money back. There will be complimentary snacks and refreshments will be on the trip, but you have to bring your own booze if you want booze on the trip. You got to bring your own bottle or two or whatever. For additional information to provide payment, contact ICE at 678-698-9670. ICE is the road captain over there at Next Level. Hey, man, I got to thank Next Level so much. They've given me so much support, especially when I went through all of my hell with the Black Sabbath. The day I was so-called put out bad, the very next day they had me at their clubhouse teaching classes. Like, just beautiful people. Like you, Mike Ball, you only came to see me one time, so, you know. Anyway, Lavish Biker Bash. Lavish, you want to tell us about this?
Yeah. I'm driving, so I can't read it, man.
Just tell us about it.
So this is my Biker Bash going on in Detroit, August 29th to the 31st, man. It's a bike show, a big party. Bikers from all over has been coming to my events. I do a bike night. I do a main party, prize party. It's just overall a good event, man.
Okay.
I'm on the fly.
You're not doing this. You're not doing this well. Hold on. I'll take over now. This is a 3-day weekend.
Go ahead, man. Like I said,
yeah, you're messing this all.
Let me do it. Let me do it for you.
This is a 3-day weekend, August 29th through 31st. This is the biggest thing in Detroit. I don't know what's wrong with this, man. This is huge, man. Like they got the city. Like there are so many people that have heard so much about this thing. He's gonna have Big Mucci, the emperor of the line dance music. You guys know Big Mucci. You made all the line dance songs with the Motorcycle Club.
You said it wrong, man. You said it wrong. We had this conversation before, man. You don't say it like that, man.
How do you say it?
You gotta say it right. Go ahead, say it right.
I don't know how to say it right. You say it right.
You gotta say Big Moochie, baby. You gotta say Big Moochie, baby. You gotta say it right.
Big Moochie, baby. Yes, he is the emperor of the line dance music. He made all the line dance songs and put all the Motorcycle Club's names in it except the Black Sabbath. I was so mad at that, man. But he corrected it and got us in there. I was like, how are you going to put 1,000 clubs in there and miss ours? Friday night is the meet and greet. Saturday night is a day party. The main party is Saturday evening. There's going to be sound competitions, a 3-wheel sound competition. There's going to be the bike show and sound competition from noon to 5, hosted by the Dream Team, 313 Arsenal Highway, Arsenal Harley Davidson, 4405 Highland Road, Waterford, Missouri. Friday night is going to be the meet and greet.
Waterford, Michigan.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you said Waterford, Missouri.
MI is Missouri, isn't it?
No, Missouri is MO.
Missouri's MO.
MO is Missouri. Thank you, brother. Waterford, Michigan. Friday is 26299 Evergreen, Southfield, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Then Boogie Down Motorcycle Clubhouse, 11829 Harper, Detroit, Michigan. And let me tell you something, man. These folks is fixing the party. I don't know what Lavish is going to be doing, but everybody else is going to be partying. American Serbian Hall is where the main party is going to be. And if it's anything like the hall that I went to, the Ukrainian Youth Center in New York City, if it's anything like that, these people be having nice halls. 19940 Van Dyke, Detroit, Michigan, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. So this is going to be really cool. You got 2 hotels, the Hampton Inn, which is 26080 at Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan, and you have the DoubleTree. So 248-256-2350, 313-336-3340 for those 2 hotels. This is the Lavish Biker Bash. Now, if you guys want to have a good time, myself and I believe the preacher were supposed to be there. Steady Red Line Motorcycle Club, New York City, 8th Annual Bike Wash, July 27th, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. $10 entry, food sold separately. And yeah, you're going to have these girls washing these bikes. And woo! Boy, oh boy, that's going to be looking good out there. And then the Street Soldiers, August 15, Mother Annual. This is a save the date, Street Soldiers, August 15 through 16, 2025. Meet and greet August 15th, 3 p.m. So this is up there. Where? What city is this in? Street Soldiers Mother Annual. Where's the Mother Chapter Street Soldiers? Is that Gary, Indiana, too? Does anyone know? Hey, Street Soldiers, y'all got to do better and give me better information. Mother Chapter anniversary is going to be happening for the Strikers Motorcycle Club, 6/26/2025, 6/27/2025, 6/28/2025, and 6/29/2025. So they're going to be partying from Thursday till Sunday, bro. So be ready for that. It's $15 advance, tickets $20 at the door. Cash App is $Striker ATL. Great motorcycle club at 5080 North Lake Drive. This is an old motorcycle club in Atlanta. They've been here for a long time. Hardcore. They got the Striker women, the Striker properties. Just everybody over there is cool as hell. Mike, put up your flyer, bro.
My flyer.
Don't you got something coming up this in a weekend or two?
Oh, I do, but I don't have it handy on me like that.
Well, tell us about it, Michael.
Well, we got 4th of July party that's going on for the weekend over here at the Ball Ranch. It's going to be a good time with all the homies.
The Ball Ranch? You mean the Ball Estate, bro? Come on, tell it like it is.
It is. It is. It's a nice estate.
Yeah. At the Ball Estate over there. My oh shit, what happened to Mike? My bro, Mike Ball, the young man, living up on the estate there, at his parents' beautiful estate right on the lake, and all of his subscribers and many of mine are going to be there for the 4th of July weekend partying. They're going to have fireworks and everything down at Mike Ball's place in Alabama.
That's right.
Just chilling, man, by the lake. Y'all got fish in that lake?
We got 15,000 in that lake.
See what I mean? That's that estate shit there. Yeah, they couldn't have 300 or 400 fish like everybody else. They got thousands, tens of thousands of fish over there for you guys to go fishing and stuff and hanging out. You guys don't charge for that. Do you have to have a license if you got your own lake?
No.
I was just wondering.
Private property.
Is wildlife gonna pull up? Hey man, we need to see y'all's licenses. Anyway,
they don't own that fish.
There you go. That's at Mike Ball's place this weekend. So that's all the stuff going on out here across the country. And if you got something that you want me to cover, make sure to please send that to me, man. And everybody's complaining about the heat. This is just normal. Let me tell you what, it is hot in the United States right now. It is hot as hell. Bring your animals in or whatever the case may be. Make sure they've got plenty of water. It's hot. We're going through a hot spell across the country. It is HOT hot. If you're riding your motorcycle across the country, make sure that you're covered. You don't have your arms out.
Hydrate.
And you're well hydrated. Okay, that's it for me. What else? Anybody else?
Well, I wanted to say this. It just came across my screen. As Black Dragon just said, there's a lot of people out here riding across the country. We got the IBR going on. I got a partner that's doing the Route 66 right now. He's talking about how hot it is up there in Missouri when he went through there. And while we're riding out there, we have to make sure to watch our backs, watch our six, watch our sides, because there are people that are getting into tragic accidents. And I want to say this right now. This came across that I'm going to be praying for, and our motorcycle ministry be praying for the president of True Breed Motorcycle Club and chairman of the Chicago Motorcycle Council has passed away due to a motorcycle crash. This just came out a couple minutes ago. Damn. So we have to keep everyone in prayers as we ride across this country, and even in other countries. We just keep everybody in prayer as we go out. I will be on the road going about 3,000 miles. No, one way, 1,600 miles coming up this Thursday. So we just keep everybody in prayer.
Amen. Yeah. Mike, what's going on new with you guys over there on your channel?
Oh man, obviously what's going on around the world is kind of hectic right now, so that's obviously a hot topic, regarding Israel and Iran.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely come on over. I don't want to bore any of your chat with any of that, but if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, come over to my channel, Insane Wheels, and we talk about that Monday through Saturday, actually.
Next time it's your turn, Black Dragon. See you at the 4th of July party. I'm going to do my damnedest to get over there, Mike. I just wanted to let you know that you got to send me your
Yeah.
address because I don't have it.
You got to
All
pull
right.
up in the RV. Your RV spot is ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anybody else? Everybody else?
No,
Preacher,
thanks for having me on.
Man, thanks for coming on. Hey, Preacher, you see how Mike controls the board and everything? That's, just so you
Hey,
can.
Logic.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Did you check out my Logic closing yesterday?
Oh shit.
No, I didn't, man. I know. What, you called yourself Logic?
Yeah.
He did your whole closing and messed
Got
the
to
whole
keep it
thing up.
logical and everything, you know?
Yeah, and he messed the whole thing up too,
Yeah,
by the way.
keep it logical.
Yeah. I had to get off because I had people coming over. Black Dragon was.
I know Black Dragon get long-winded sometimes, man.
Man, they told me that I was at the 1%ers Clubhouse this weekend. I got up to
Man,
say
we
something.
get long-winded again. We didn't ask none of that.
And that they were like, and keep it short, man, because you know how you get long-winded.
Straight and to the point.
All right, Preacher, let's get you out of here, man. He's locked up. All right, Lavish, talk to you later. Lavish is gone, bro. He's locked up.
That
He
permanent
froze in a
smile.
good spot though, right there, right?
He's out.
Yeah, it's a good smile.
Yeah, that was a good smile. All right, Preacher, we'll get you out here. Hold on, and we need to get your theme music. Oh, Preacher, somebody made a new song for me today.
I heard.
Yesterday. I got a new song. One of my friends says, I'm tired of you being sick. I'm tired of you being feeling sick. And I want you to play this song every time you feel sick, man, he said.
Black Dragon, when your motherfucking ass ain't feeling good, fuck this shit. As if you try, some gon' live, and some gon' die.
Some gon' die.
We can
make it if you try.
Some gon' live, and
Some gon' die. You can make it if you try.
Some gon' live, and some gon' die.
Listen, man.
We can make it if you try. You can make it if you try. You can live your life right. You can get back on track. That's today. Tell Black Dragon, you know how he acting. You can't be second. Shit real. You live your life hard and you say it's all apart. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, that shit is. You gotta pray to God, that's forgive. You gotta get back, man, for real. Some gonna make it every day. What? And some gonna love, some gonna hate. What? That's one thing about it, you know. You got to stop, let it go. You can't motherfucking let yourself go. You gotta keep your head up to the sky. You gotta pray to God and you ask him why. Why he wake you up, give you another try.
Some gon'
live,
and some gon' die. We can make it if you try. Man, like ball, when you young people come and see me, and when I was at my lowest and you came across from Alabama over here to the Dragon's Lair and stayed with me, and all these people that are praying for me, let me tell you something. This preacher right here, the first time I met him, I didn't even know him. Might not have been the first time I met him, but the first time we talked on the phone, he just called me out of the blue and said, hey, man, I know you're going through a hard time. And if you will allow me, I just want to cover you with the Spirit and pray for you. And this young man who recently moved his business near me and has been hanging out with me over the Dragon's Lair and all this kind of stuff. And he says, no, I don't want to hear you complaining about being sick anymore. And every time you feel bad when you wake up, I want you to play this song. I played this song about 4 or 5 times yesterday, man. It just moved my heart and moved my spirit. How many of you people, Mike, Logic, Lavish, well, when I was going through my shit, Lavish was talking to me on the phone every day. Man, if I were you, just these people that lift me up. So if you guys think I've done anything for the Motorcycle Club community out there in the world, you need to know that the Motorcycle Club community and the good people of the Motorcycle Club community have stood by me. When Mike Ball first called me, he was a young man. When he first sent me a message, I was like, oh my God, this kid is laying up in the hospital. His leg is gone. I had to call him. And that call has resulted in this young man helping me get, when I was trying to get my show off the ground and everything, he was on there every morning. He's still on the show. He still has controls to everything over here. And all these people, the preacher, all these people that have come into my life and done this to me. And listening to that song, this is a man I've only known about 3 weeks, maybe. And he told me the other day, man, I'm in the studio making a song. And he was so excited about the song. I had no idea the song was for me. So the one percenter who did Diamond on My Heart made that song. And then he had another song made for me, my own song made for me, the reggae song. And I'm doing a music video for it now. And then this song I'm going to do a music video for. And then about 4 or 5 of my other people, Black Dragon made a song for me. And AK made 2 or 3 songs for me. And I just can't believe people make songs for me. I'm a folk song. People make folk songs. Shoot, man. I'm Paul Bunyan or something. So thank you so much, man. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm going to get out of here before I start crying. But anyway, preacher, here you go, man. You are out of here.
I remember this one kid.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Logic. Keep it logical. Like we said before, y'all stay safe, y'all stay hydrated, and whatever you do, wherever you go, remember these words: ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith, and keep it logical. Peace.
Peace. And it's your boy Black Dragon, man. I want to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. I want you to please get my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Learn the social construct of motorcycle clubs, the life, the rules, traditions, history, politics, and motorcycle ring-die. Available at blackdragonsgear.com, Amazon, and Kindle. Until then, until tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. You guys ride well and stop doing crazy shit out there so they stop treating us like Australia. Find a way to treat someone that you love like a precious piece of solid gold. It'll make your motorcycle club career much, much better. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny.
I remember this one kid.
Yeah.
I met on the channel a few years ago, and all he was talking about.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Black Dragon, when your motherfucking ass ain't feeling good, pump this shit. That's if you're trying. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. You can make it if you try. You can live your life right. You can get back on track. That's today. Tell Black Dragon, you know how he acting. You can't be second. Shit real. You live your life hard and you say it's all apart. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that shit is. You gotta pray to God, that's for years. You gotta get back, man, for real. Some gonna make it every day. What? And some gonna love, some gonna hate. What? That's one thing about it, you know. You got to stop, let it go. You can't motherfucking let yourself go. You gotta keep your head up to the sky. You gotta pray to God and you ask him why. Why he wake you up, give you another try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. Some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. You could drive a car with an oil leak. The car will last you a lifetime. You just pour oil in it, man, run it back, and you keep going, man. That's how it is. Everybody ain't perfect. Let me tell you one thing, but it's worth it, pray. Everybody know me, man, lay. One thing about me, I live every day. Stack money up for tomorrow. Can't think about the day when it's sorrow. Man, tomorrow gonna be a better day. Can't live it life, man, you can't wait. No, you gotta keep your head up, cause if you can look up, then you can get up. People out here, that's the lick, bro. I don't give a damn, nigga, that's the hit, bro. What? Some gon' live, and some gon' die. Some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. Some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Gotta be for real, and you know how it is, man. It's just a fucking deal, bro. Some people out here got the wrong outlook. That's why they stuck in their crooks. People out here, if you pay the cost, you can be the boss. I don't give a fuck what it costs. Manifesting is the motherfucking key to life. I don't give a fuck, man. You got to get it right. Some people down, that's because they can't think good. Some people down, that's because they can't look good. When you think about it, man, you can make a way. Everybody know, man, you can live it for the day and not tomorrow. Everybody out here with the sorrow. And I don't give a fuck, nigga, know the flow. There's a red light, there's a red go. Wow. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. Some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try. Some gon' live, and some gon' die. We can make it. That's if you try.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.